There we are. Oh, I am 1 minute early according to my clock, so, hello Campbell Alexander. I see, I didn't let you down this time, right? 1 minute early is not too early, right? So, technically at the time that I set up the poll, I didn't say when I was going to close it, but at the moment of the night I was doing the thumbnail, Genshin was winning the poll, so we are doing Genshin today. It's summer event time. This event is quite long and a little bit repetitive, and there's quite a decent amount of story in it, so being my third time doing it, I'm not really going to be reading much of the story again this time. Just locking in and getting through the event. I'm not going to call it a speed run. Because I don't think that what I could do would even be considered a speed run, but... I've been super busy behind the scenes lately, which some people might have noticed in the Aura Kingdom Discord, because I've kind of been a little bit quieter than normal. I'm going to turn down the game volume a bit here. And the reason for that is just trying to get everything ready for next week. Still got a lot left to do, but I wanted to do this as well. So, you know, time to relax, play some games. And then afterwards I can worry about getting back to prep for next week. Oh, gosh, I'm actually probably too tired for this even. Last night I ended up staying a little bit late just to work on the new Arknights release, because they added a lot more stuff again. Like, it was quite a large patch, but yeah, I got too much stuff to do. Hey Resonant, you're just on time. Shuckle. You know, I didn't know what Shuckle was. I don't know all the new Pokemon, so I did end up going and looking it up, and it's like, oh yeah, no, I see where you're coming from here. It's gonna be great. It's not gonna look like Shuckle anymore. Actually, what generation is Shuckle anyway? Like, how out of date am I on Pokemon? Gen 2. I only know Generation 1 Pokemon, I'm sorry. Oh, you were! Well, interesting timing. Now I'm here live. I still haven't added the music from the last radio show into the playlist, but because I like Genshin music, I wasn't gonna do music replacement too. Yeah, there's a lot of chit chat here, but I've seen it twice, so that's why I'm kind of just gonna go through it as fast as possible. I do feel like at sometimes they might Columbina off to be a little bit more of an airhead than necessary. So, not a huge fan of that particular character trait.
やはりなんだ。それならおすすめの。おっと。先にネタばらししてしまうの。じゃあ驚かされる私とフリーな監督はいい？みんな。それじゃ。公爵がいるなら。道があるなんて。
I don't know that there's necessarily anything wrong with her being an airhead, it's just... I wouldn't say that it's like she doesn't care what the other characters think, because clearly she is using this the punching people as a joke kind of thing. Maybe she's just playing it too straight. She's telling a joke with a straight face and it's not really coming across. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not so much airheaded. Resonant, the chibi art in the shorts is actually from a program called... What do you call it? What's it called? I forget what it's called. Hold on. Emote Lab, that's the program. So basically it's kind of like a GIF builder where you are able to try to recreate your character inside the program using all the different parts that it has available, and then it has preset animations that you can use for the for GIFs. So you can use them as emotes, you can use them as little and I use them as accents in the shorts because I think they're super cute. Now you also can properly redraw all of the you can make your own custom wow, words. You can make your own custom textures to make it more accurate. So if you see really similar looking animations with different characters, it's probably somebody that's done actual proper art and not just used the default parts that are in the program. And actually, I have reached out to an artist about getting my own custom art done for the program so that I'll be able to have better fitting chibi art. But their queue looks like it's quite long, so I don't know how long it'll be until they get back to me. I might try reaching out to some other people to see if there's anyone else. And actually, it's thanks to that contest that I won with X Legend that I was able to get the program, because it's just on Steam. So technically, you guys got it for me. With regards to the emotes on YouTube, the number of slots that I'm allowed depends on the number of members. So with our current number of members, I'm only allowed to have 4, I believe. Hold on, let me double check that. I'm fairly sure I'm at the limit with the number of members. Where's the list of stuff that I can do for memberships? No, out there. Well, I think the number of members you need in order to have more is like 5, but I am extremely small, so presently I've got 3 members. Where's the thing for adding more stuff, huh? Just under community? No. Wow, you know how bad it is that I can't even find the menu option for where I add more emotes now. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Memberships? Oh, there we go. Badges and emoji. Emoji. Oh, maybe I can have 5. Wait, what? Hold on. As you gain more members, you can upload and share even more emojis. Hold on. Put on auto for a second since I'm working on the other screen. I have a folder full of Aura Kingdom emojis. Hold on.
用事で出かけているのかな。
こんなに大きな船を借りたのにほったらかしか？書き置きとかもなさそうだしな。
Okay, it's not the right.
もう一回行くぞ。
It's not the right. Oh no, it doesn't even let me upload it because it's the wrong aspect ratio. Hold on.
誰よ、真っ昼間から。やっとゆっくり寝られるところを見つけたのに、もうちょっと寝かせてよね。ごめんなさい。アクアリウムは今ちょっと。
Sorry, I'm trying to pick one. There's like, I could literally pick any of these, but for some reason just none of them is hitting the...
シトラリー？
Nature?
旅人パイモン？君たち、ちょっと待って。
Okay, so it did let me add another emoji. Hold on. Okay, 5 is the real limit, so technically I'm allowed one more than I had before. Hello, Ming! Oh yeah, this is the scene they actually bothered to animate, basically fully. Anyway, you might need to refresh, but I did add another emoji, but you're not going to want to use it. I added a bow. Yo, Campbell!
At Campbell Alexander 953 became a member. At Campbell Alexander 953 celebrates 11 months of membership.
Oh, jeez. I wasn't ready for that! I guess that means I can't quit for another year at the minimum, right? Jokes aside, I am super excited to log in with the new model. There's some things changing at work as well, so that could be leading to some positive opportunities on that front in terms of being able to have a set schedule. And I'm so many plans. Tonight I'm gonna be doing like a solid test of my my hand cam. So then we'll be ready to do that for next week, and if that works out well, I could be looking at doing some more stuff like that. Wait, is there a joke here about 11 that I'm not getting? Canadian smoke invaded your homeland. I'm sorry, we don't really want the forests burning either. Now, I'm pretty fortunate in that the area that I'm in is not really getting smoky. YouTube's being mean?
普段名園の主では私が人を使う側だけど、彼女の下ではそういう使われてるって感じはしないの。むしろ結構尊重してくれてるって感じね。
Oh, there's some messages that are being missed here. That's really interesting because I can see it on my OBS, but it's too small to read, and then there's no message in the actual chat on YouTube. Hold on a second here.
なるべく手短に話すことくらいかしらね。
Has it been that long? The moon exploration. So I finished the moon exploration on 2 of my accounts, but again, I still have moon exploration to do on this one. So if you wanted me to finish moon exploration again, I mean, I have to do it on this account anyway. I could save that for streams as well, but not next week. Next week is going to be Fragile, which is Farewell Ruins of the Moon. Yes, and Campbell, that is a big issue, is that the forests in Canada go up in flames every summer, so the smoke covers a lot of cities across both Canada and the United States. For context, Sandrone died in the last Archon quest, and she didn't tell anybody she's back alive, so... Fortunately, I do live in an area that's not so much affected by the smoke, especially at present. But that doesn't mean we won't be at all over the summer. I'm sure it's just a matter of time until the wind is in the right direction for us. Okay, so with 2 members you can have 5 emoji. That's why I didn't realize that I was allowed 1 more. With 5 members you can have 6. With 10 members you can have 7. It's kind of a weird chart here that... Smoke is like a dungeon debuff. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Number 1, you don't get any sunlight. Number 2, it kind of acts as like a blanket of insulation, so it doesn't cool down at night anymore. And obviously that doesn't even factor in the air quality being miserable. So stay safe, and like, I think the worst part is areas right now where it's super hot and people need to keep their windows open for keeping their houses cold. But at the same time, if you open up your window, you get the smoke inside. Really no winning. The sky is still sunny. I mean, it's good if the sky is sunny and you're at least able to, like, if you can see the sun through it. I'm sure that helps with the heat radiating out again at night too, so it doesn't stay too hot. But man. Now, my secret theory is that the stellar linchpin is actually what Aloy has. And maybe we'll get some kind of secret event inside Snezhnaya with Aloy being able to use the new stellar conduct. Actually, does Aloy count as a descender? Come on, let's get to the part where we're actually diving.
ああ、もう彼とあの子長話しすぎでしょ。さっき会った時の雰囲気からして普通じゃ。何を話してるのか気になる。いっそ
Well, I mean, it is a free game if you, as long as you don't get trapped by the gacha.
おや、終わったみたいだ。
So, I mean, if you want to play, go for it.
過去に
So it's a bit complicated for the Harbinger's names. So Marionette was her, like, it was the name that was originally given to her by her creator. But Sandrone is the name that she was going by as a harbinger, like, which is like her position inside the organization of the Fatui.
本当にわかった。
Basically, all the Fatui have way too many names.
私にどうしてそんなこと。旅人からあなたのことを少しあなた
So it does make sense that they would be calling her Marionette
働きたくないと思ったと。でも心配しないでちょうだい。
if she was trying to keep the fact that she's Sandrone under control, like under wraps.
私はそこまで気にしないから。それにこれだけ長くありがとう大シャーマン。ただのシトラリでいいって。分かったわシトラリさん。そこまで頻繁じゃ。私は一人で行きたい。ばあちゃんの心を心配してくれる子。はあ。
Did they make us just go from the deck, or...?
行くわよ。まずはベリルチ。
So the way this is kind of where it sort of starts with the event proper. Sort of. The majority of the event is you have to gather fish for the aquarium. By diving down, and there's like a backpack management thingy going on too.
魚を何匹か取って帰るのを忘れないでね。 すぐ先に。さて
I just love the music for Fontaine.
おかげで予想。気にする。大丈夫よ。あなたたちは先に。そうだな。出発する前にグザビエ
Oh,
が
yeah, no, we have to do some filming too.
必要ない。わかったぞ。その必要などくらいの外では。ロケに。あいつはもう3月。とにかく。そこまで。 あら、あなたは一体。
It's almost a shame how much effort they put into those transitions when you literally only get to see them once. It'd be nice if there's like a little replay opening button in the bottom corner of the event page or something, because they're pretty.
警部、どう思いますか？つまり、馴染みのある。あ、確かに被害者の懐中時計がなくなっています。はあ、このシーンはやっと OK が出た。もう少し。シュブルーズ。
I mean, it just looks pretty. And you only get to see it once. Or 3 times if you play 3 accounts, like a crazy lunatic.
それで君たこれからはなるほどな確かにしおりさんあんまり褒めこれがコロンビーナさんは私でも
Actually, one of the neatest events they did was right at the start of Fontaine.
君の言う通りだそれに
I don't remember the exact name of it. I think it was like the Telexi's Murmurs or something? Or maybe that's the name of one of the songs from the OST, but it was a really sad story, but the opening had Morse code in it, and it only played once, so if you didn't record it, there'd be no way to come back and look for the Morse code.
ああなるほどどうだ俺のショーじゃあ
Am I allowed to ignore you guys and go to the venue affairs?
Sandrone ちょっとこっちに来てちょうだいどうしたんだこれあなたたちのために帰るちょっとした機械装置よ大し効率が悪くてあなたたちにはあなたたちフォンテーヌの水中にはもういいわさす
Thing? Yes. This should be... I don't know how much it's going to force me to participate in the story part, because I kind of would prefer to focus on just the exploration event. So we have our fish, we have our items, we have a limited inventory. Yes. It's gonna make me do a tutorial. Oh, we'll let me pick them up. Ooh. Yeah, that's worth way more than all that. Hold on. Yeah. Alright, there we have the diving tutorial, and then from here it's just a matter of doing that over and over again until I finish all of the objectives and build a piano. Right. Yeah, that's fine. And now begins the actual grind. So, 5 green, 5 blue, danger zone, 3 containers. think this counts as a gap. That's 5 of those. We need 5 green as well. We can't beat those guys just yet. Those rays are kind of large, though. I don't want to take one with me. Yeah, we're already getting pretty full. Well, to be fair, we are playing in a magic water. Or not magic water. We are using a certain ability to be able to breathe underwater that was granted to us by interacting with the statue of a god. So, is that you? No. Okay, then I think all that's left is the interact with the certain spot. No. There we are. I think recently they announced that they... Oh, he's the shiny. Recently they did announce that some of the older phones that had been supported up till now are no longer going to be supported. So it is true that they are going to start cutting back on some devices. I believe it was something like the iPhone 7 was supported up till now. But I mean, I've seen Genshin on my tablet, and it's almost a joke how low quality it looks. I mean, it operates, but it's not good. Got plates, so we'll do that. Alright, let's go. I believe that is the one that they have said that as of next patch will no longer be supported. But graphically, yes, of course it looks different. And the frame rate's gonna be low. Just genuinely, I doubt there's anybody that was playing on those seriously, though. Well, maybe... No, that's not fair to say. There's probably some people that did use those kind of phones. Honestly, the file size is probably a much bigger concern. I know it's smaller on phones, but... I was gonna say, can I check how much extra stuff I've got? Manage voiceover files. I mean, I could uninstall 15 gigabytes worth of English voiceover. May as well. Nice.
こんにちは。キヨタンさんから聞いたけど。よかったぜ。患者さんのでも今回はお酒警察隊員うちその子たちをアクアリウムに
When I first started playing this game, I was playing it on, I want to say it was an iPhone 10, but did they actually make an iPhone 10 or was that the one they called X? and it got really hot in my hands. Like when you're playing, it would literally heat up. So the fact that they call it supported is a little funny in its own right. Yeah, but maybe it was an iPhone 9 then, because I don't remember ever having it, the X one. I remember thinking, that's silly, how come they can't just call it 10? Actually, maybe I went from like an 8 to a 12. Because usually I keep my phone for about 4 years. That would check out. Oh, the investigation spot's right up here, so we'll get that taken care of immediately. Okay, just 5 containers and then the big fish. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that are Apple haters out there. Not me. I do like my phone. And even if I wanted to switch over to Android, there simply would still need to have an old iPhone for running the VTuber model anyway. Alright, we're gonna borrow your power, and then we're gonna try the fish. Whoop. Ah, yeah, that should be strong enough. I didn't see whether or not... We're gonna need more space than that, actually. Hold on. I didn't see whether or not killing the one guy killed the other one. Yeah, we're gonna take you. I do want to bring some of these plates. I think the piano part's just like that big, so... that should do. Ta-da! Did we get 5 containers? No, so we may as well open one more container before we go. Done. Music was about to change to combat. Hello, Norgas. Today's objective is to focus. Okay, we'll buy some aquarium displays. Probably not the best thing we could have spent our money on right now, but We're gonna need these for the next one, so we probably should upgrade that. Increasing the product or the profits will help. I don't know. You could also say that the majority of people probably tend to end up using the same phone as their family for like messaging purposes, right? So if your family is using like WhatsApp for messaging, then it doesn't really matter what any individual person's phone is. But our families just always had iPhones, like, so it would be somewhat inconvenient to switch over to Android for that reason, and I know that's how they get you. But my first phone was a Krazer. That's one of those really thin flip phones that was made by Motorola. They looked so cool. The aesthetic on those things was off the charts. And I basically went straight from that to smartphone. Where are we going? There we are. And what's the current plot on Genshins? For today, we are attempting to build up an aquarium. The real main goal was everybody wanted to film... everyone wants to film their own movie for the movie fest, but I am much more concerned with the aquarium. Oh, now hold on, Campbell, because there's the Motorola Razr, which was the really wide one, and then there's the Krazer, which was the super thin one. The KRZR. Such an elegant phone. They don't make them like they used to. Everybody's busy trying to make their movies and we're just like aquarium. Yeah, isn't that what it was, Krazer? Nokia Express Music. I'm not familiar with that one. Hold on, let me Google something. Nokia... Okay, so that looks like a slide phone where you slide it up, maybe? Yeah, Motorola KRZR. It was super, super thin. It was super good. Scuffed touchscreen. Back in my day, phones didn't have touchscreens. Okay, we can probably... I actually still have my my flip phone too. It's floating around somewhere. Right, we are gonna go to Curio Ledger. Nope, not there. Alright, who are we gonna make to do the selling? I suppose we'll stick with the Luga. Nokia 5530. Is that the OG? Okay, so that did kind of have the form of a smartphone. See, I actually was using, I was using an iPod Touch, and I actually still have that iPod Touch for music. So the transition from an iPod Touch to a to an iPhone was really smooth. And one of the things about the iPhone at the time was that the majority of other phones, like the Android phones, they all had terrible screen latency. Like, I remember I had a friend in high school that was like really big on modern phone technology at the time, and the issue with their phone was that it was super non-responsive. Like, when you tried to scroll with the touch screen, it would like lag and jitter. When my iPod Touch at the exact same time, in fact that was older than his phone, was so much smoother and easier to use. Like, it felt like a completely different level of technology. That my friend had, I don't remember, but it would have been like one of the very first generations of smartphones. She had this one. Eh? Oh, she wants these. Of course, it's not that nowadays you could look at the touch screens and say, oh, any individual smartphone's touchscreen is non-responsive. Basically anything nowadays is going to be fine. But it was just like the impression that I got from Androids at the time was pretty negative. And I don't know whether or not that bled over to the family or anything, but I didn't get a smartphone till I started university. Oh, not that one. Oh. I think we'll even sell out. Flip phones were the best. Like, the satisfying flick of the closing them. And Campbell, I will admit that I wasn't exactly on the bleeding edge of technology back then. And honestly, good thing too, because if I had the disposable income to be on the bleeding edge of technology back then, I would have had a Google Glasses, because I looked at Google Glasses and my brain was like, that's the future. The only one with a dumb phone until high school. The idea of even having a cell phone at all while I was in elementary school was just like absurd. Like, no one had a cell phone. I'd say even when I was in lower high school, most people... Oh, maybe that was just me, because I didn't get a cell phone basically until I started learning to drive, and then it was like, well, you probably need a cell phone to be able to call for help in an emergency. Oh, scrap Landy Lord. Alright, I guess we're going diving. I mean, if you don't have a data plan, it's not like Wi-Fi was everywhere. I mean, or maybe it was different for you, but like, Wi-Fi wasn't everywhere, so if you didn't have a data plan, a smartphone may as well be a dumb phone. Why do you want me to view marvelous abilities? Oh, I see. 7th grade for a first phone. Times do be changed. Indeed. I think my mother had a phone. Or for some reason, we had one of those really, really old Nokia brick phones. I don't remember if it was for my mother or what, but I remember we had one. And one day I brought it to elementary school. And everyone was impressed despite the fact that it literally was not even working. Like, it did not have a plan, it did not have anything. do need one of you. I kind of like the Ray better. Alright, where are we? You had Wi-Fi in schools? Oh gosh. I am really from a different time. Stern Shield Crab, 5 green grade dangerous. I think we'll do 5 green grade, the designated zone and the containers. Because I don't think these buddies are gonna fit. I don't know if I even had a battery in the phone. I think it was just literally I have a piece of plastic and a circuit board in my pocket. Yeah, I think this buddy's gonna be too big. Right, that's the containers. Where's the exploration point? Absolute far opposite side of the map, of course. Green grade. Are you guys green grade? Well, no, it's not. One of the things that left a really big impression on me when I was younger was there was a computer store we went to. Of course we had a family PC. There was only one PC in the house. And if you wanted to use the internet, you had to get off the phone. Was it blue grade? Dead phone to school. Well, what I was gonna say was something that left a really strong impression on me when I was younger was a computer store we went to, and the back wall was completely covered in like dead motherboards and circuit boards. So basically, for the entirety of my life, I've been collecting old PC motherboards, circuit boards, just like any piece of electronic equipment that somebody's getting rid of. I will offer to handle safely destroying the data on the hard drives, provided they will let me keep the rest of the device. So I've got boxes full of them, and one of these days I'm gonna remake that wall. It's gonna be great. Alright, we got 5 green. We do have 2 of the big boys. Then we just need the... Yes, let's go. Yeah, we had dialogue. So, you know, it's funny, because when I think about the games that I played when I was younger, it's stuff like just the games that were pre-installed on the computers or stuff. Like I played Chips Challenge and I played Ski Free. Those are the kind of games that I remember as being the games that I originally started playing. But thinking back, we also, when I was in high school, we had like Age of Empires 2 for the PC. And that one didn't even have online gameplay. Like, you had to do LAN for playing against other players. Well, you found a website that's got MS-DOS games? Dang, I think that's before my time. I definitely didn't play MS-DOS games. But we played, whatchamacallit? Oh, there was a game that Mom got because she thought it was really, like it was good for learning, and it was called Gizmos and Gadgets. And I'd mentioned it before, and I'd love to try to figure out a way to get that to work and play that on a stream at some point, because, like, Gizmos and Gadgets. When the first games I played on the actual internet would be like the dress-up games, like the dollhouse games, where you'd like have the little characters and you'd click and drag different outfits to them, and then you could take a picture of it, or I guess you could just stare at it because it was gone after you closed the website. I think the website was called The Doll Palace, and it was literally just like it had a MIDI music player. No, I've never played Diner Dash. I know of it though. At least I think I know of it. Diner Dash. Okay, yeah, no, I've definitely seen that art style before, but I never played the game. I did play Habbo Hotel. Now we're out of gold again. That's probably fine. Let's dive again. Oh, was there a free version of Diner Dash? I wasn't aware. I thought that honestly when you said it, my brain went, isn't that like a game for the Switch or something? Trust issue started from Habbo. I mean, yeah. I feel like I played that even a bit in university just because I was goofing around with a couple friends. Was it Habbo Hotel that had the thing where like if you bought a bottle of pop, you could then use the code from it to get a free song or something, or you could get free stuff inside the game for buying Coca-Cola products or something? Lemonade Stand. Now that rings a bell. I wonder, Lemonade Stand, I might have played that. I feel like I did play Lemonade Stand. I looked at the website and it looks kind of familiar. Right, we're gonna get the investigation point. I should have gone there. These kind of suck with the rabbit attack thing. Well, this is much better because it's low leveled. Ooh, we actually don't like this at all. Here. Club Penguin. I think Club Penguin was after my time though, or at the very least it wasn't one of the ones that I stumbled across, because in the early days of the internet it was harder to come across things. I did play Neopets though. Back in the day. Okay, so inventory do be looking kind of full, so maybe we don't bother with try with the boss this time and just worry about finishing the other objectives. I think one more box? Yeah. And then we'll just head for the escape, because we may as well. I'm excited that I got the camera object thing, so I want to get that out here. Okay, so... I'm not really good at this inventory management stuff either, so don't be mean. I think these Palaemarmonia seals are surprisingly valuable for their size. Looks good to me. Oh gosh, we're already over an hour in, and I'm only on the second map. We haven't even unlocked the third mode yet. Do we have enough items to sell? No, we don't. Alright, one more time. This time we're gonna get the big guy. If I still can't do it with a level 4 talent. That's a skill problem. I'm fairly certain the last time, the first time I did this, I actually just leveled up the very first talent, Have I tried building a PC? Now, this is gonna be another bad take on my part, but I am scared to build a PC, and that's only made worse by how expensive parts are right now. So yes, I do have a closet full of parts, but I wasn't necessarily the most cautious when I was taking apart all of the electronics that they're from. So I doubt most of them are in any working order. But the idea of ordering parts and then trying to build a computer and screwing something up and just destroying a part scares the hell out of me. So, my current PC was actually built by a local shop. I told them what I was going to be doing and I said, can we make something that'll last me a while? And unfortunately, that was when graphics cards were being absolutely hoarded by all of the crypto miners. So at that point, it was like, ooh, yeah, no, I don't want to damage a part by mistake and then have to replace it. Not to mention that it was really hard. I don't think I've got enough components to actually build a PC because there are certain parts of them, like I don't want to fool around with a power supply. Although it might be interesting to see whether or not any of them are actually functional in that respect. Well, I don't know. I haven't treated them as if they're going to be components that are going to be used. I've treated them like they're going to be on display at some point. Yeah, so, like, at the time that I got my current PC built, when I went to the store, I said, okay, theoretically, if I didn't have a budget, and you can spend as much as you like, and this is what I'm doing, what would you build? And I trusted the store, so I knew they weren't just gonna upsell me on a bunch of crap or anything. But, like, they basically told me it doesn't matter what kind of non-existent budget you've got, because there's just no way to get a good graphics card when they're being swiped up so fast for freaking crypto mining, and that was what the issue was at the time. So I said, all right, you guys try to get a graphics card, and once you've got a graphics card, let's talk. And like I said, I trusted the store, they trusted me. We'd been dealing with them as a family for, like, it's a local shop. We've been dealing with them as a family for over a decade at that point. And they had built the PC that I was currently using at the time. And so when they got a graphics card, I said, let's do this, and we built the PC around that. Nowadays, memory and RAM and memory and RAM are the same thing basically in this circumstance. But like, not only are graphics cards hard to come by still, although I think there's budget options that are a bit more accessible. RAM is a mess. Storage is a mess. Like, I probably have to go to them again and say I don't have a budget, and then just cry when I look at the at the actual cost if I were trying to upgrade my PC. Yeah, everything's a mess. So, the fact that they've extended support for my computer for another year is good. I think I'm on DDR4, but let me check. I'm curious now. Hold on. My computer. Actually, I don't know which generation of RAM I'm on, but I've got 32 gigabytes of it, so at the very least, that was one thing that we did properly, is we got a frick ton of RAM. Because boy, trying to upgrade now, that would hurt. I don't think it's DDR5, it's just regular RAM. It's just DDR4, nothing exciting. Probably. Was DDR5 even out when I got my PC? Hold on. When did DDR5 RAM come out? Oh, 2020. There is a non-zero chance that it is DDR5. Wouldn't that be... Sell my RAM to fund my life for the next year? I don't know why I'm killing this guy. He won't fit in my inventory. Yeah, you're not gonna fit. Do I actually have space left? Nope, let's go. Yeah, there's a non-zero chance I do have DDR5. Hold on. Let's see. I thought the RAM would have been in the device manager, but maybe I'm not very smart. Oh, is it just on the task manager? If it's just in the task manager, I'll get it there. Let's see. Control. Oh. No, I don't see it. It appears that the AI summary on Google was wrong. It doesn't specify inside the device manager or inside the task manager what specific type of RAM it is. You know, as much as I appreciate the assistance, putting things into your run, like doing things inside the run manager that I'm not, or sorry, the run thingy that I'm not familiar with, does kind of wig me out a bit, especially nowadays. Again, I'm smart enough to not copy and paste something off of the internet into the run thingy. But, you know. Wasn't there an online gacha game, or sorry, online gacha game, all of them are. Wasn't there a gacha game where somebody made a network, like a network tool that check your freaking oh gosh, what did it do? It's supposed to check your current like gacha pity, but they asked you to put something into the run tool. And it also just stole information off your computer while it was doing it, like... You know, it's funny because I did check out what that DirectX thing was, but it doesn't actually seem to be specifying what kind of RAM it is either. I think I'd have to get a flashlight and stare at the sticks inside my computer. Yeah, because it just says the amount of RAM. You know what? Hold on. Let me get my flashlight. I'm going splunking. Also, hello, Iria. Sorry. What's going on down here? Rejoice, for it is only DDR4. There's no reason to break into my house for my RAM. It's simply DDR4. As much as the big corpos and the government are spying on me, I don't really want to give my bank login to a random person running a website to tell me how much pity I have in a gacha. Just saying. Alright, so those are good. And next I'm going to need this one anyway, so we'll save on that. I hate that it puts a red dot on there even though I don't want to buy anything. Oh, right, earn more. I probably should have put some more fish out. I have a command that I use to send people when they ask for help. Robber PC information. It is I can see that it does have a lot of helpful information there about the details of the PC, but it doesn't seem like it's that much. It's got much more beyond the same thing you get when you just right-click my computer and go look at properties. Yeah, I'd have to take a further look at all those other tabs because it certainly opened up a lot of different tabs when I ran it. You know, the IT department at work even sent out an email the other day like, hey, if somebody tells you to put something in the run dialogue as a to confirm you're human, don't do it. And if you do, please notify IT. Oh, fun to trustworthy script, huh? My PC's been compromised. Well, since you've got my Genshin login, would you mind topping up? I did do a quick Google search on it before I did to make sure that it was safe. Okay, side commissions. Complete. Oh, if we go... Oh no, because I think I set the focus mode, right? So it shouldn't force us into the... It should not force us to do the... It shouldn't force us into doing the other thing with the movie story. Sorry, Premone, we were already doing that. No! I thought I had it on focused mode. I'm not 100% certain the light placing does anything. Oh, the next one's gonna be wait till 2 days later, so nothing will trigger again, at least until 2 in-game days have passed. What are you gonna do on the new model reveal stream? Well, the model itself isn't going to be finished, so obviously I'll still be using this one. It's just gonna be the design reveal, which is very exciting in my opinion, because this has kind of been under wraps for a year now, so I'm very excited about that. But with regards... Oh, sorry, going a bit slow here. With regards to the spicy noodles, I actually have two of them left behind me. And I don't know if you saw the short that I put out on Wednesday, but if you look carefully in the scene where I've got the hand camera for the Xenoblade Skell, you can see the spicy noodles there, hinting that the spicy noodles will be happening. As for the exact schedule... So right now, if you go and you look at the upcoming streams page on my live tab, you'll see day 1 is listed. I am planning on starting all 3 days at the same time, so you know in advance what time it'll be. So on the 3rd day, it's 10 a.m. Pacific time for the start, and we're gonna just start off by showing off the model. Gonna finish doing the building the Skell if that's still not finished, and then probably lead out the rest of the day with just goofing around trying to finish off the game that I've got planned. But yes, the spicy noodles, they're hiding in sight. Probably do that alongside the hand cam with the Skell. And Norgas, as for Paimon being Asmodee, there's actually a pretty solid theory that she's not Asmodee now, because when you're in the Temple of Time, Asmodee's glowing eye thingy whatchamacallums appear and watch over you and Paimon. So I'm gonna say there's a solid chance that Paimon is not Asmodee. can't move on to the next one. Oh. It's Papa! Alright, we gotta dive again. We just need a bit more G. The Temple of Time was a really good quest. You don't see them? In the clip with the where I'm tapping on the Xenoblade Scale box. I swear, I put them there. I retook the shot because they weren't in it properly. There's no way I used the wrong shot. Because I re-recorded it. No, they've got to be there. I remember that. I did it intentionally. Well, they're in like the they're in cups. Like they're actually in the cup, right? So they're the bulldog noodles. They're pink. You can see from the top. Masaka. No. And now I have to double check my own short. Hold on. Saved on my desktop still, right? Yes. Hold on. Oh, it's got VLC, but because I opened it, VLC appeared there. Hold on. Hold on. You see it now? Okay, hold on, because I was gonna try and... Yeah. If I make this smaller, will it work? Oh no, it doesn't appear to be capturing the video. It doesn't work for video. We'll turn that off. New... window capture... Oh, Resonant! Welcome to the
At Resonant Emblem 5744 became a member.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to work with it being VLC. So I'll take a screenshot, take a snapshot, and then I'll go add media. My OBS is a debacle anyway. It doesn't matter what I do. Add an image. Browse. Pictures. There. Okay. You can see the Xenoblade skill. And then you can see the bulldog noodles hiding in the corner. Yes. Also, I put my Xenoblade 3 main characters and my child standee there. And also I've got my little crow that's observing Haibara Eye. It was a cute little oh gosh, it's a coaster that I got while I was in Japan. There's all sorts of neat things that I intentionally put in there. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Accusing me of lying about putting things in the... Well, I mean, it's actually in the video, right? So it's moving very fast. Well, and don't give me a hard time about the teapot. I drink tea and coffee. In fact, today, I finished my coffee before the stream started again because I'm an idiot. So right now I've actually only got tea. And I know it's heresy, but you know. Sometimes it just do be like that. Oh, I kind of want these though. It's a nice teapot though, right? Like it's made of cast iron. There we go, that's good. Tea lerping. Listen, there's nothing wrong with enjoying tea and coffee. We can be happy with both. Today I've got actually genmaicha. Like I said, I finished off my coffee. And then my choices were either to be late or to be coffeeless. And I don't know, somebody was already making a point about me being late again. So here I am, setting up my computer. I connect to the stream on OBS and get ready to decide whether or not I'm gonna delay it to make a coffee or just get started. And what do I see but certain somebody being like, oh, I wonder if midday's gonna be late or early or on time today. So basically what I'm saying is that it's all on you. Nope, still not enough. And I don't have enough to do any selling, so back down we go. Yeah, you'd think with a name like Midday I'd be a little bit more careful about timing, but... yeah, I kind of want this chest. It's a thankless job. Actually, the clock beside your name is getting to be quite a dark color, but what color comes after red? Hold on, I don't remember the color wheel that I made when I did the little clocks for the members. It's down here under memberships. Badges and emoji. Oh, it turns purple! After the red, it goes purple, like a reddish purple, and then it goes a bluish purple, and then it goes blue, and then it goes green. There's a lot of colors ahead of you still. Actually, it's... I wish that they could make that I could make it so that it was less time between them, because it goes up to like 10 years. So I don't know that it's feasible for the clock to ever make it all the way around, because I can't make it any faster. It's kind of a pinkish red. I think I went for red, but then it was too dark, so I lightened it up a bit. So pink is, I suppose, light colored red. Salmon. Anyway, you're going into purple. I know, right? I'm trying to imagine where I'll be in 10 years, and the only thing I'm thinking is, like, dang. 10 years ago would have been, what, 2016? What happened in 2016? Do we have enough stuff? Yeah, we have enough stuff. Let's go. Please be enough. A tombstone in 10 years. Well... I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old. That being said, you never know what's going to happen. So, rather than being too focused on long-term goals, right now I just kind of want to lock in on short-term. And by that I mean I have a plan for the next 3 years that's going to be a bit rough, but hopefully will pay off big time. And of course, step 1 is my new model. So, gosh, so... The person that is working on the rigging sent me the first couple work in progress, and it's like starting to feel super real now, so that's exciting. Originally, they had said that if their previous project went smoothly and they got started real quick, that they might be able to finish it in time for next week, but yeah, it didn't work out that way, which is fine because I didn't pay for like a rush job or anything. So probably gonna be a little over a month, I would say, is kind of a good timeline for when it'll actually be ready to go. And then I guess we get to have another party. Someone's gonna nuke the button by then? Yeah, gosh, trying to plan more long-term that feels really depressing right now, but at the very least, for the next 3 years, I've got a battle plan that I need to execute. Tauka. Of course you want the ink since I put it down over there. Meow and the AK say we need to form a fallout shelter just in case? Well... Speaking of Discord though, I was having a lot of trouble with it last night. Like when my messages kept not sending and it was taking forever to send pictures. Very annoying. Alright. It's a shame you can't keep the actual Mora that you earn from this event, despite the fact that it says that you, in the story it says you can. I actually thought it was me yesterday with Discord. I thought my network was having issues. Alright, complete the commission. Now we unlock... Do you read Cory Doctorow's blog? Because if you don't, I highly recommend it, although it will make you feel depressed. I kind of make it a habit to read his blog while it's quiet at work. Oh, I don't use WhatsApp, so that's a no from me. So if you do ever receive a message from somebody named Midday on WhatsApp, it is not me. Cory Doctorow! He's the author that coined the term shitification. Alright. Now it is fishing time. Yes, yes. Another medium. Oops. would love to activate the net rush before the big guy comes out. No, I would highly recommend checking out Cory Doctorow because it sounds like you might be very interested in the kind of stuff that he writes about. And he posts basically almost every day, but like it's usually quite a good read. I'm sorry, I'm doing a really bad job in the first place, but yes, anglers are going to be mad at my fishing skills. There's a lot of things you do in this game that aren't don't correlate exactly with reality. Like, boy, if I could finish cooking any meal in 5 minutes. Alright, marvelous abilities. We're gonna upgrade Kaleido Catch. We're gonna upgrade this because we need that for the next map, and obviously we want more inventory space. That we can't do just yet. That'll come in handy. This will come in handy. I don't know about durability. That doesn't seem super helpful. Don't really care about that. These are make fish worth more. I'm sure moving faster is nice. Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll do that one too. So that's good as is. And then Sidwin is going to tell us that we gotta kill some other kind of fish. Now, if you read all of the text, they give you this explanation for why what you're doing isn't bad, but it does feel like we're just going out there and destroying the ecosystem. Right? Where we're giving medicine to the fish, we're not just going underwater, beating them up, and then stealing them and putting them in our fish tanks. I'm the fish master. Okay, so that's level 3 buzz. We'll throw some more fish. Can add to the piano, and I think yeah, just one. All right. And we go. Gosh, I kind of thought 3 hours would be enough, but now I'm wondering if we'll be able to finish in 3 hours. I think this is the little guy that we need for the, upgrading the... No. Turn off the cannons? Haha, you can't hit me. Oh, is that this thing? Oh, there, cannon. It didn't look like it actually hit. That close enough? Apparently. Now I'll just grab things until it says you can't anymore. Yeah. Riveting combat. That there. Looks good to me. We'll do this, and then we'll leave. Because our inventory is already full. Where is it? Ah, wrong direction. Whoops. I do wear a smartwatch. And as you can probably imagine, considering that I've got everything else Apple, it's an Apple Watch. And I originally started wearing one because I thought that gamifying fitness would be a really easy way to try and like keep track of the fact that I'm actually making progress. And it's been very effective. Works really well for me. I can see how it wouldn't for some people. Yeah, this event quest is really long. And this is my third account for it. Just trying to read your name there. It's really teeny. I'm gonna put it onto the main screen. If it isn't Nikui? There. Perfect. And we'll just fill up those last two spots of one of these little guys. Oh, jeez. You know, the funny thing is, I actually have two. So I've got my really, really old one, like the first, it's not the first one I bought, but because I gave that to my my mother. Oh, if it isn't Neek, I'm sorry, it's so small on my farthest screen. I actually moved my screen farther away to get ready to make some space for when I'll be doing the hand cam next week. I should probably make the font size bigger if it's that far away. But when I'm sleeping, I actually use like a smartwatch that is solidly 10 years old. Actually, let me double check. "2017, yeah. The old one I use is from 2017, and it still works. Oh. Kaleido catch, not enough. Your side commissions? Let's see. No, I guess we just gotta go diving again. There's nothing else here. Alright, this time we should probably actually focus on completing some of these. So, Rosy Pink Angel Sea, Brown Ball, Bubbler Seahorse, Investigation. Oh my gosh, the modern one? Oh boy, you only did it for the skins? Screw the primos? This is my third time doing it. I have done it on 2 accounts already. I am locked in and I'm gonna finish it fully. This account really needs Columbina, so I'm getting ready for next patch. Yeah, I guess there's not much you can do besides just continue pointing it at him. And this better have a healing potion in it. Okay, so that is... Alright, next is these dudes. I'll show you my, Oh, it just makes you leave without all of your items. You have to select only a certain small amount of your items. I'll show you my my Zibai, but I'm not very happy with what I have in terms of off-field hydro application, because basically all I have is Yelan or Xingqiu. That is all I have for off-field hydro. So I'm not very happy with the way that she feels to play, and I feel like Columbina would be game changer. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these later, but I may as well take them for now. Yeah, I don't have Farina. I don't have Farina. I don't have, oh gosh, what's the other Missy with the jellyfish? Kokomi? I don't have Kokomi. So really, my only off-field is Yelan and Xingqiu. That's it. So... Not... Oh, that's a... Shoot, that guy's sparkly. We're gonna keep him. And I'm not enjoying the fact that I have a C1 Zubai. And I used Shilinen's weapon on her, because I happen to have Shilinen's weapon, which I pulled by mistake. Oh, she'd be so fun if I just had decent hydro off-field. Hello, Mr. Nelson. Oh, pink angels. I gotta switch it. It is weird, and that's what I'm doing. Yelan is so weird with Zubai. And that's why I'm like, I must have Columbina this time. So, I don't have guarantee, but I do have enough for a 5-star. And then from there, it's just, if I can't get her in one pull, or on the 50-50, I'll just have to grind out the entire moon again as well. What was I looking for? Oh shoot, it was actually this thing that I needed to go to. Just need to find one of these. No, higher up. So yeah, I'm just doing my best to get ready. So this is actually my 3rd account. My main account has guarantee saved for Odette, and I'm absolutely going to be doing a very nice Odette on that account. But on my main account, completely different story than what's going on here. So this is my 3rd. I started playing multiple accounts because I wanted to have all the characters, but I could not afford all the characters. But yeah, I've been working really hard on getting my Reedsley up to date on my main account so that once I've got Odette, we can make him like new DPS era. There we go. How come I still don't have enough gold for anything? 3 accounts is a bad choice. I would not recommend playing 3 accounts, but I got myself into this. It was actually when Nilo released that I made a second account because I really wanted to play with Nilo because she had such a different style. And then it continued that it's just not possible to get all the characters. So here's my team. It's an absolute debacle of a team. But she'd be really good if I had some better off-field hydro. I don't think her artifacts are actually finished, though. Hold on, let's see what the attributes are. I mean, they're not bad. She does need some work, though. But yeah, I got enough primos to get to one more 5-star. Yeah. It was a mistake. At least I remember it being a mistake. I think I do have overcrit. It needs some work, but I'm pretty sure Shibai C1 wasn't intentional, because I don't normally try to pull for copies of the characters. How far back was she? She can't be that far back. Yeah, see there were 2 really close buys. I wish that happened on my main account a little more. Never on my main account. My alt accounts have way better characters for constellations. Also, my main account loses 50-50 basically every single time. What is next anyway? We need to beat the big boy. Yeah, that's right. Zubai really liked me, which was a little disappointing to then realize that it's a struggle to not have a really good off-field hydro. Eula. I actually really like Eula. Is this the account that's got Eula? No, it's not. The Eula's on the other one. Oh gosh, what was Oh, Kimball, after you lose a 50-50, the next time you pull a character, it doesn't matter if it's the same banner or the next banner, you get the character that's on the banner. That's what we mean by guarantee. So if you saw as I was scrolling back there, I mean, I don't think you're as familiar with the characters, but after I pulled Zubai, the next 5-star I got was one of the non-banner characters, Dea. So after I got Dea, I knew that the next banner I pull on, as long as I hit pity, I get the character. It doesn't matter if it's a different banner, it doesn't matter if it's early or late pity, I just get the character. So on my main account, because I didn't get Sandrone, I know for a fact that I'm going to get Odette. No one can stop me. But on my main account, freaking since I think it was either Sitlali or what's her face? Ashilinen. Since then, the only times I've ever won 50-50 were Gathering Radiance all the way to Lohan. Lohan was the first time I had won a 50-50 that wasn't a Gathering Radiance. I'm not a whale. I do spend a bit on my main. Just the battle pass and the monthly pass. But like I don't spend money on the extra pulls. And budget-wise, it's like legitimately probably one of the very few things that I spend money on at all. Mackerel. Calling myself in terms of fish. But yeah, like really, really low spender. I'm Canadian. My dollars don't go very far anyway, so hold on. I think in the US it's $100 for the top tier package, and that's like, what is it? Freaking $140 in Canada. Right, the capturing radiance. You're right. I know that on my main account I do spend a bit, so that's not really the same level, but my alt account's $0. I don't know if it's because I spend a little bit, they think that they can trick me into it, but the thing I actually spend a little bit more money on, and this is going to sound ridiculous, is if you've never seen them before, but Genshin Impact does clotheslines, like physical clothes that you can purchase and wear out and about. And I actually really like the clothes that they make, and it's inspired by the game characters, not just explicitly what the game characters wear, it's just inspired by. So I've ordered a couple of those, and I've probably spent more on the actual physical clothing than I have on in-game stuff. So like right now, in the mail, on its way to me, I've got the Tartaglia outfit on the way. And I did pre-order the Sitlali outfit. Oh shoot, I got the wrong thing here. Hold on. So, as an adult, I get to decide if I'd like to buy silly clothing. But I must admit, in terms of like wearing that kind of stuff to my day job, nobody cares. In fact, I've had way more people come and compliment me like, dang, you just always have such cool clothing on, and I'm sure there are people that are thinking, oh my gosh, how can you wear that kind of thing? But nobody will say it to your face. Is it not hitting? It's not. Oh, I'm gonna goof this rotation. Yeah, saw that coming. Should be fine though. Actually, you know, I should mention that I once won a contest for a Welcome Moon too. I did, I made Nahida's cookies, and I actually have a short that's still somewhere on my account if you feel like looking around in the annals of history of making cookies inspired by Nahida's cookies. I won a Welcome Moon for that. All right, buddy. We don't need those. Put you up there. I don't know how big this piano piece is. Honestly, good choice. I know some people feel like after you've spent a bit of money, there's a certain amount of like, oh gosh, what's the term? Like you feel obliged to keep playing because you have spent money. But I feel like there's actually a certain amount of challenge in just never spending any money. I'm the same way in Arknight. Absolutely zero spent money there, but then again, I am a factory main, and that's the only thing I find very enjoyable about the game. But honestly, I don't like the gacha system, even if I feel like I'm okay playing the game. So I do not do any polls while live on stream because I don't really want to encourage thinking that it is normal to spend that kind of money on the game. Like, no issue spending a little bit of money here and there that's well within budget and safe to do so for me, but I don't do any polls live on stream, so... Once I do get my hands on Columbina, that's gonna be on my own time. That's not gonna be happening on screen. It's true that they do try to slip you in. Once you spent a little bit, then you've kind of broken through the glass and it feels like it's not so much, like there's not so much of an issue of spending a little bit more. That being said, I wouldn't be playing 3 accounts with 2 of them being free to play if I didn't find the game inherently enjoyable. Mobile Legends? I don't know that I've heard of that one. I guess those guys count as medium fish. Oh, jeez, that was way off. Marble fish. We should get one more of the big guys. This time. That's a little guy. Yes, perfect. See, I like this one. And the big guy comes out, because this can still catch him. It just has a lower chance. Oh. Just too low this time. Gosh, is it even going to be possible to finish in 3 hours? I'm from Canada. I was going to say, if you go to the store here, you'll see that in Canada, it can be quite suffering to want to be a spender. Although I know that some other regions also have significantly higher prices. Let's see, phase 2. Oh, we haven't even unlocked phase 2 yet. Ready for business? We'll sell. Enable focused. Exact opposite, huh? I mean, to be fair, I work odd days, so it is normal that, like, the average people... I suppose it's a summertime, so, like, younger people might not be busy. If you think about it, Campbell, the reason why they want you to do it or they want it in-game is so it's accessible, but they give you a bonus if you purchase on the website, and also if you do it on your phone, usually whichever store does it, takes a 30% cut. But absolutely, I do not buy from a reseller because I feel like that's way too risky. They offer a discount if you, or rather not a discount so much as a bonus if you purchase them on their website. Like if you purchase the Wilkin, they'll give you a little bit of extra. It's very little though, but resellers are too risky. It's your choice. If you know resellers that you're comfortable using, that's all the power to you. I don't. Frankly, when I won the contest that gave me a free Welkin, I spent a week before they actually told me that it was because I won a contest, trying to get them to remove it from my account. Because if your account goes, if they take away give somebody free funds and they try to claw it back, that can be risky. That's why I think some content creators still hide their UID. I don't think I have to worry about it, but... Curio Ledger. Frankly, when I was looking into it before, because you're right, it is really tempting to say, well, it is cheaper there, let's take a look. When I looked into it, a lot of them don't even sell if you're using a Canadian credit card. They just won't accept them. Okay, so that should be this done. Phase 2. Good Healing Waters 3. Phase 2. Operation Deep Dive. Okay, I think this one's next. That'll be good. I don't really care about that. That one's good. There. Next dive. Where are we at? We got 45 minutes left. If I actually rush, I wonder if I could finish. You are gonna be tanky because you always are. Pretty sure they want you to get 2 of the sea hares, right? No, just 1. Okay, then we want 1 jellyfish of each color. And 5 blue grade. You're gonna be green, aren't you? Yeah. Actually, with the level 4, can I just go straight for the boss? Maybe. Yeah, no sweat. You're easier than those little mobs. Now, if I remember, there was also a radiant goldfish, like one of the fancy ones. So we'll go back for that. Hat jellyfish. Where's the gold one? It's back over here, I think. It's sparkly. Yep. far. These things suck in terms of space they take up. Is that new? Yeah. Here, that's fine. Even 5 blue grade creatures. These guys green? Nope, blue. Alright, that's done. Was there anything else I could clear out while I'm here? No, I think we're good. I guess it doesn't count those until you actually bring them out, huh? My tea empty? My favorite thing about this teapot is the fact that you get to keep your tea warm with fire. It's got a tea light heater underneath it. Okay, we can't do that. Alright, turn that in. Complete that. Now it's just Mora. And we basically have to double our current Mora, so that's cool. Alka. I kind of get why they made it so that you have to walk in this minigame, but they should have just taken away the dash because it doesn't work very well and it always messes me up. Like, I don't think that was faster. So they should have just taken away the dash completely. Considering we need 150,000, this isn't much. Okay, what's he say? Actually, if you stay underwater for a really long time, the water does turn green, and all the enemies are harder.
市場に出回ってるものでこんなに精密ででも完全に復元ゆっくりじゃあ
Bernadette doesn't find any pieces of piano, it's all us.
Ara, これあなたたちが引き上げたの？そうだぞ。これ昔はね、そんなアランの体調が悪くなっきっとこのピアノを手に入れた当然でしょ。
So if you actually have Sandrone, after you rebuild the piano and complete the whole thing, you'll actually play a song on it. Surely I can unlock the last fish tank now, right? Yes. Are you still recommending that one? I've done that one. Hello, Plinko. Welcome to the grind. Plinko, I think you said you had to do this multiple times too, right? Because you play a couple accounts? Marvelous. I hate that it keeps shining because I can upgrade one. Okay, I'll just upgrade it. Alright, let's go fishing. You have to do it one more time too? Well, let me know how long it takes you, because I've been going... I'm hoping I can finish in the next half an hour, but it doesn't feel like that's it doesn't feel like that's possible. Chaos mini nets. Whoop. Yes, I think as soon as I've got the primos, I'll call it. Because that's the main objective here, is the skin and the primos. Hey, is that shark not considered a big fish? Oh, he's gotta be a big fish. There. Shark big. I think we get one more big guy? I know it's any net can catch any fish, but that's why on Net Rush for the little fish, I really like using that on these guys. Man, I had such good luck before. It was pretty pathetic there at the end. I literally had no idea what would be the best way to go about it. But hey, we made a dent! Just 50k left to go. We'll leave that at that, and let us dive. We did get the costume, so that's nice. Try to grab the ones with the green glow. Is that what does the combo? As you can see, I was going so fast, I literally didn't even read the full directions. Great job, me. Okay, blubberfish. Hey, I thought I brought those guys out. How come it doesn't count? Oh, I guess they're picky? Oh, it's a level above. That's what it was. Okay, so that is the jellyfish. That color. Where's the other ones? And then after that, we should probably just focus on items for the store. He's a big boy. My sense of a depth for how far away these guys are is kind of off. The high level water blades are kind of nice because sometimes you can just like sit around and they'll kill everything for you. It's these freaking turbine things again. These are worth way more. Hmm. I don't see blades, so I can't break into that chest. Oh, I'm sure there's a way to make this work better, but I don't care. It's just escape. I'll come back. Get some more. At this point, that's all it is I just need to make the... Just need to make the Mora. recommend this one. Fine. I just wish it didn't have that, or the red highlight there. Be able to place more objects. I think this tank is almost full. Oh, 60 points away. But they're all full, right? Yeah. Fine. And phase 3 starts on 19. We are at 17. We're getting very close. 25 minutes. Might be doable. Spina di Rosila hat. Honestly, someone's got to talk to Navia about the fact that the ocean is full of their hats. This is not the way to do this. I should have found some kind of other ability. Literally anything other than this one. Oh well. I guess we'll sit here and hit him with waves. Gosh, literally just any other ability. I suppose we could do this chest. Oh. Much better. Oh, I don't know how big the other thing I need to take is, so we'll just kind of stick with that. Who's next? It is the seal-like creature, so higher up. See? Level 7 ability is way better. Even if it's supposed to be the wrong one. It's fine. Pick up some random stuff to fill up space in the inventory and get us closer to being able to sell stuff again. But I suppose we'll just get out of here. Oh, is that new? No. But it's worth more than a candlestick. I think that was the follow the boat challenge, and I literally was not paying attention to the boat, but I may as well open it. Yeah. Alright, now we're in trouble. Okay, well I don't really need that so much as this. There. Grab one more flower and then we'll get out of here. I could have done the exploration thing too, but that's fine. I just kind of wanted the valves. I know they're not worth so much. It probably would have made much more sense to get rid of the valves. Why are you recommending these? I need the sonar. But I think we got 2 new items here? Yes. There we are. And now we have the full bonus. So, what is that? About 12k that we need to make here? No sweat. Candle thingy. Phonograph. Oh yeah, we're way past it. That. Diver head. Pan flute. Get invisible customers. That's everything, right? Yep. Done. That is enough. All right. Blubber Beast Pup. I should have brought one of those back with me last time. Well, at least we got that. We'll take more prismatic. And down we go. this the last one before the third? No, this is 8. So there's one more after this. So we need a little fishy guy. Can I upgrade this one a bit? Level 4? Probably better than the sonar thing. Oh, that's the boss. Ah. Cube Lover Beast Pups. We'll grab a couple items. I think we can do one more of the fishing mini game too. So with that in there, I probably will have enough to upgrade the sonar, because you basically need the sonar for this boss, I think. Unless I can find... Where were those, Wasn't there like some, yes, viney guys. I'm gonna see if I can take out the boss with this thing. Because it is the highest level. Oh? The automatic attack is doing its thing. Heh. Seems like you can cheese it with the highest level of, Seems like you can cheese it pretty easy with the highest level of the blades. And that doesn't fit now too, that's fine. Good. Yeah, I was playing a little bit too cautiously there. That's a fair enough assessment. See if we can replace some of this relatively garbage stuff with some good items before I get my way out of here. No. Yeah, we'll take one of these guys. And skedaddle. Oh, this is the one that's trapped on the other side of the vines. Is there another? No, there's not. Now I can go wherever I want. How come I can't see any of the escape pods? I'm gonna go this way and then there's gonna be 0 escape pods. Yeah, there's none. Oh, there was another one. Oh well, it's fine. And from now on, I can bring whatever I want in with me. It doesn't force you to take a specific weapon, I suppose you should say. But I may as well upgrade it. It's gonna keep hitting me with those big red bars. Alright, XIX, earn a total of 48k, or 480k. And that's what we need to unlock the final... Oh yeah, we can do the pollution directly here, right? This is what we need to unlock the final... Do popularity. We got the last one here. Fontinalia film, that's the story event, venue affairs. Yes, we have to complete this one in order to get it, so... We're gonna do Kaleido Catch first. That should make a decent amount. And now that I understand the strat of how to deal with the, Oh, the pond is... Oh. Do not jump inside the pond. Although those fish weren't scared at all. This is maxed out? It is not. Because I need a veggie mauler shark. Let's see... I'm pretty sure that's the veggie mauler shark, so that's all we really needed for... Gosh, I feel like there's just so many fish and I have no idea what's the most efficient way to do it. Like, are the little guys better than the big guys? Oh yeah, you were saying I should wait until I have a combo built up. Got it. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying now about the combo. Hey there, Cece. Rem, did you see my beautiful factory that I sent you this morning? Any prismatic bosses? No, I have not seen any prismatic bosses, but to be fair, I haven't really been looking for them. I've only beaten each boss one time. I better just... Oh. I don't know how much of a difference it was for having the prismatic fish there, but... Time to do acting for the gas part. Oh my gosh. In Arknight, the new gas mechanism is such a debacle, but at the very least, I did manage to get rid of a whole bunch of infrastructure to replace with the new streamlined Zero Night production. And actually, I don't know that I've ever seen even on my main account, that I was going under a bit extra. I don't know that I've ever seen the any of the bosses being radiant. Oh, we're still short. Prismatic. Alright, we're just going under again. What one is the easiest to do? I suppose would probably just be anything with my, Oh, do we go pollution phase? It's fine. The rampaging boss's prismatic is a nightmare. Yeah, no, I can imagine. Pretty sure the submarine model is new. There's a bonus versus these enraged foes, right? Because, wow, even my level 6 is doing nothing to them. Oh, that would hit the chest. Really? From that far away? I don't have Osea or anything, do I know? Upgrading prismatic buff did nothing. I feel like it does help. I mean, certainly you don't see any basically at all until you start upgrading that. At least that was my experience. Oh, I'm not going to touch that guy. I'll take out these guys. These guys should be easy enough. They're just little guys. Oh, I'm about to die. Let's, egress. Eh. Oh, so that way. Come on. I'm about to die. Hold on. Yeah. I couldn't aim for it. So here's where you get only as much as you can fit. So I guess I kind of want prismatic buddy. And we'll take a shell. Sad. That was a skill issue. I got too flustered and I couldn't freaking hit that last one. Recommended more help. Sure, why not? Let's do it again. Oh, technically I've got only 2 minutes left until my 3-hour mark. These guys aren't angry, they'll be easy. I feel like items are the way to go here because I want to sell them. Plus, I'd also kind of want the, whatchamacallem, the bait. So not so much fish, but items. And this guy, why not? Oh, there's two of them. Time does pause while you're... Oh, geez, that hits hard. Ah. That was really pathetic. I've never failed on one of those before. Alright, I gotta get out of here. No, don't stop attacking things. Yeah, I didn't really, like... Again... It didn't occur to me right away that this is in lieu of what we've done before, where there was like a full map and stuff going on. Plinko, that was not that I could not find an escape. That is that I was looking for an investigation point, and unfortunately that investigation point that I was aiming for was surrounded by enemies that my my blades decided that it really, really wants to attack. So, yeah, that's on me. That's a skill issue. Maybe I'm not made for contaminated water. Yeah, I was hoping that I would find a potion inside the investigation point, but you know. But we do the one that's designed for this particular ability. Hey, bud. We're gonna take you out right away. There. Find some non-angry enemies. Oh, those guys are kind of angry. Did I get a potion from the clam? I thought my thought process was that I would get a potion from the clam that I intended to open. I gotta make sure I don't aggro that big guy up there. Too late, I aggroed him. Okay, we'll get this chest. I forgot the items of this map kind of suck, though. Are we gonna fight the gunsmiths? Nope, we're not gonna fight the gunsmiths. We're gonna leave. So my thought process was that by investigating the investigation point, the one that I'm ignoring to leave right now, I would have gotten another potion which I could have used to heal up and then make my way there. But because I'm using the blades that automatically aggro on anything nearby, it unfortunately decided to attack. Wait, there's better potions? As you can see, I haven't done much past this point. Ah, come on. Bonus to damage for rampaging. Ugh, I don't have enough Kaleido. Capture 3 different rampaging creatures in a deep dive. Yeah, there's not really like good items. Oh, Smeru vase. I don't think I've seen that one before. So let's go here. Emergency quests that pop up. Okay. I don't know that I've found very many emergency quests. No, come on. One shot. Much better. That's what I'm talking about. That makes a big difference. Probably should not have used that one right away either, but whatever. Nothing good. Wait, was there a potion there? Yes. Well, these guys aren't rampaging, so that bonus doesn't work on them. And that was dumb. I just ate that to the face. Alright, let's get out of here. Is my inventory? Not very full. I think these are the ones it wants me to take for the quest too, right? Oh, is it actually going to hurt him while I can't be hurt? Nice. Slam. That's gonna be my inventory full though. Yeah. You can still get hit while you're doing that? I felt like I was invincible there. That's all worthless, so whatever. What about you? Can I kill you? Yes, I can kill you. Jeez, the cooldown on this is a lot longer than I remember it being. I'll take 95% chance to evade. It does feel very high because... Oh, is it just the animation? Interesting. Alright, let's get out of here. Before my blades aggro on something else. I should have at least checked the boss. To see if it was special. I think that might be enough to push past the limit here. Yes, it was. Alright, let's see. Wait, XIX? Oh, we have to beat this, or pass this. Where Zendron's like, yo, how much did you make? I should probably also put the piano together and stuff. Alright. Hold on. I'm gonna put on focus mode because I don't want to walk up there and get stuck in another quest. So what was that? 3 hours and 10 minutes? I mean, including the shenanigans at the start with the quest. There we go, all done here. Are we all done here too? Yeah. And all done here. There we are. All that's left is just the actual quest here, which I'm gonna put off for another time. So that technically has us complete for the day. Now I was considering if it took less than 3 hours, we might do a little bit of grinding in Aura Kingdom as well, because after Genshin 1, Aura Kingdom kind of overtook it again. Although I did split the Aura Kingdom vote, so you could say that I put my finger on the scale. Like a villain might, but yeah, no, I think we're going to be good to call it for here because I do want to get some other stuff done before. But the band option is sleep in, so technically I could close down the stream right now to go to bed. Vote splitting. Yeah, it's my long-term strategy to be able to play whatever game I want, is I just split the vote for the other one. Actually, I'm curious, where does that put us at Primos anyway? Okay, yeah, that was a pretty good boost. So, one step closer to getting my hands on Columbina on this account, but yeah, so, my poor Zibai. I do think she's probably a little high on the crit rate. Rigged. Well, I guess you'll just have to, vote better next time. Oh, no. Oh, but seriously, thank you so much for joining for that. It's the third time I've played through it, so it does get a little bit harder to lock in that much for 3 times through. But I still love this game, and I really, really, really enjoy just playing the different characters. And I'm super excited for finally being able to actually be satisfied with freaking C1 Zibai's damage. 10% voter fraud. You know, in terms of YouTube votes, really all you need is an account, so I couldn't stop you from making multiple accounts if you wanted to boost the engagement on my polls. Like, I'm not advocating for voter fraud on YouTube, but I'm just saying that, like, there's not really any mechanism to stop you from doing it. Actually, I vote for one of the options on my alt account as well, so just so I get one vote too, like everybody else. But yeah, with that, I am gonna let you guys go for the day. You are hereby dismissed, and we'll catch you next time for some more democracy. Bye!